That's how the video starts.
I'm joking.
Actually,
You guys stop.
Hi guys, welcome to a special episode of Stay by Plan. This one is just to answer some questions that a lot of people have. People who want to start podcasts or are just interested in the whole podcasting space. So we just want to tell you guys, answer some of the questions that you guys have, and then tell you guys how we started, how it's going, and what we have planned for the future. So
let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
We make a lot of money. That's why a lot of people think that like you're rolling in cash. Like not really, just a little bit, but like
the little bit is error, Charlie. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's not very. Podcasting is your audience is your wealth, you know. So when you start out, you do not have money. You'll be making losses.
as we have. Yeah. And I think another misconception is podcasting is easy. Oh, say you're just sitting behind the camera and you're just recording the sound.
You're just talking.
Yeah, I think it's much more complicated than just sitting behind the camera and recording sound. Like Zuu said, first of all, building a fan base or like a listener base on its own is a different challenge.
Yeah.
Figuring out the direction of your podcast in itself is a different challenge. So it's not as easy as people put it out to be. It's easy to start a podcast, yes, but I don't think it's easy to grow one.
Yeah, facts.
The biggest challenge, I don't know.
It's money. I don't know why it's a hard question for you. Money is the biggest challenge. Easy. That's what I think.
I don't think it's only just money though. Like,
and access to resources.
I think it's just access to like different resources and really growing. I think growing your listener base is like a big challenge.
Easy,
It's not easy because sometimes people want Stay by Plan to gear more towards like arts and entertainment. So it's like speak to more musicians, speak to more like actresses and actors, but then you are cutting off a whole lot of different people if you do that. So just knowing exactly where you want to place yourself and what your audience should look like and monetizing all of this becomes difficult as well because we put out merch and some of you don't buy.
Yeah, you plan on buying the merch, among other things.
Yeah, but we still have to pay like transportation to get to the studio. We have to pay for electricity. Like there are different things that you have to pay for internet to upload the episode. You know?
So back to what I said, money.
Yeah, so that's just one of the challenges.
That's a good question.
To be honest, I think we do have like a pretty workable system.
Yeah.
We try and plan way ahead before the season starts. We have an idea of the kind of guests that we want. We don't have like everybody's name, but we have different categories and everybody has their roles. Zuu has the role of more of like shooting, editing. I have the role of like setting up questions, organization. Nikita is in social media, so on and so forth. So everybody just knows what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And we try and help one another, especially everybody tries to help me because I think I am kind of usually distracted for the most part. Sometimes. Like, we just cover up for each other. So that really helps.
Yeah.
But structure is important.
You said it. What was the question there?
The question was, how do we stay organized? We plan, Charlie.
Yeah, it's all planning.
Yeah, we set up the questions.
I even feel like we don't plan enough.
Yeah, 100%.
We still plan. Yeah. We stay by plan. That's all.
But now my favorite episode is the one with Nanama McBrown.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning when we were asking her for a social media account, and she was like, on Instagram, I am Nanama McBrown. On TikTok, the real Nanama McBrown. That's my favorite part.
I don't think I can pick a favorite anymore. I used to say Papi Kojo, I used to say Joey B. I also really like the one with Mama 1000 and J Mensa.
Yeah. I think you have favorite moments, not favorite episodes.
Yeah, picking one episode is tricky, yeah. We actually had a fight about this some time ago. wasn't a fight, but like a small disagreement. I don't want to say.
No, but wait, what
normal people.
arguments did we have? No, say
It
it.
was at I think what we're talking about, but it was at that place in Jolu when you had your live thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we're arguing.
I was arguing about this same thing, just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the kind of guests we should have,
Not the kind of guests, but like the type of content,
the kind of content we wanted
and
to
the direction
create.
we should go into, and that type of thing. Yeah. So yeah, basically, I wanted it to be more like deep because I felt like sometimes in some episodes it's feeling kind of repetitive, and I feel it's like not really. It's not that deep.
What are you saying? That's
what you
an opposite of what happened.
No, it's not true.
What the hell is Zoo's problem?
No, let me say you. I said sometimes I feel like we ask different people the same questions, and it's like sometimes you know.
No, you were
what the
saying that
answer is.
sometimes you feel like we don't have structure. That's what
Yeah,
you were
that's
saying.
true.
And I was arguing that we do have structure because we have like a whole like 20% this kind of people, 30% this kind of people. Like there's
No,
some level of
I meant
structure.
like within individual episodes. That's what I meant. Not like for the season. Like the season we have structure, but like individual episodes. Sometimes, I mean, they're relevant questions, but sometimes I feel like
We keep asking the same questions.
and I know what the answer is going to be. Like if you ask a content creator, 5 content creators this question, 4 of them have the same answer.
So why don't you set up new questions?
That's not my job. What's your job?
Yeah, so if it's my job and then you feel like it could be better, why wouldn't you support? Why would you just
I
leave
do
it to be
support you.
repetitive? No, because the truth of the matter is actually not that easy to find out of the world questions. But you want me to do that, but you're not helping. But you just assume that I should be able to do that.
Yeah, because I believe in you. I believe in you, that's why.
Anyway, next question. I'll ask the question. Have me and Zuu ever had like tension during this podcast? Like
No.
before we started, I always thought me and you could never fight because Zuu is very calm and collected. But we've had like a few hitches here and there. Nikita, do you remember? There was some time that I left the studio early. The time
you
that
didn't count that day.
no, who was here?
It was now saying nah.
It was very heated.
Yeah.
That was the worst day of my life because that was the first time I've ever fought with Zuu, like
Yeah,
seriously.
we had an argument, and as soon as we finished, she just went home. So I had to take the girls out and things. Oh, we had a nice time.
I don't care. I was very upset. What happened was, we recorded an episode with my phone because like we didn't have like, a camera, and then Zuu wanted me to transfer it basically, and I was telling him that my laptop had a problem. So if he tries transferring it from my phone to my laptop and then to himself, like it wouldn't work. So basically he was doing it, and I was like, Zuu, this thing is not going to work. Like I just kept on saying that Zuu, this thing is not going to work, and Zuu got very upset.
She's skipping steps.
You
She's
can
skipping
add.
steps.
You can add.
So I'm just trying to airdrop the video from her, because she uses a Mac, from her phone to her laptop, so I can copy it to the hard drive. And she's like, Zuu, if this thing spoils, you buy me a new laptop. And I was like, what kind of bullshit is that?
He
So I
actually
was
said
like,
that to me.
Yeah, so I said, take your laptop.
He was like, what kind of-
I hate
yeah.
when people say that type of thing. It annoys me.
Exactly.
Because the thing is going to benefit the two of us. You know, so yeah, that's how the argument.
No, he
happened.
raised his voice a bit.
Girl, I never raised.
It wasn't loud. It wasn't
I've
loud.
Never raised my voice in my life.
In his defense, it wasn't like raising his voice like shout. I'm saying like it wasn't Zoo's normal voice. Like it was slightly higher than his normal
No, I
voice.
just told you that's trash.
And it was like this is bullshit. Like I don't know why you say something like that to me. Whatever. Like this is going to benefit everybody. So take your thing. And he just disconnected it. Like he just disconnects everything. Like take your laptop, take it. What sorts of nonsense? What sort of bullshit is that?
Yeah, this one. But
What
yeah,
exactly did you say? I don't remember. But I was
basically,
just like,
I
yo.
didn't talk too much, but I was like, just take your laptop, media close. When you figure out how to send it, then you
And I was
send
like
it.
asking him about like if I put it on Google Drive. It's like I don't know. And I was just like, you know what? I'm not even interested in this. And I just took my stuff and I left. Yeah, so we just had an argument. Then the next day at whatever, when we were
Yeah, they were
recording, it was some
recording
way.
another
It was some
episode,
way.
yeah.
I hated it. I hated recording. Like what episode were we recording?
It was the one we just dropped.
It wasn't the 1,000 one. It was the
It
one we
was.
just recorded with the girl.
No, it was and he said it was that one, and you came late.
Yeah.
She went to eat. When we were here setting up, she was eating food with her boyfriend.
To be honest, I just didn't want to
Lunch.
come because I just didn't want to even have to like have a conversation with Zuu before
It
we
was
started.
funny though,
the episode.
because me, like once you left, I was done. Like it ended there for me. I guess maybe that's the difference between boys and girls.
No, but me and you had a whole conversation after. Like, we spoke again on the phone.
Yeah,
about it. But like, I just didn't want that awkwardness of like coming to the studio, because I'm usually like the bubbly one, right? So if I come to the studio, I'll probably like run and go and hug Zuu and like do something to just like annoy him. But obviously there was some weird tension in the room, so I didn't want to come to the studio and not do that. So I just came late. After eating at the best restaurant in Ghana. So if you guys
You're mad.
if you guys want promo, just see us.
Have we received advice?
Um
It's just like, oh, keep going. You guys are doing amazing. Like, there's nothing like specific. Like,
she said some really good stuff. But the best advice I've received from about podcasting is actually from Zuu.
yeah, it's true. I don't know what I said, but I'm sure it was smart.
You're pissing me off. I'm not even saying it again. Why are you so annoying?
What did I say?
No, just more about like, if you have a plan, like stick to the plan. Don't let people with
No.
there are a lot of people
relax.
with relax. Let me land.
Let's just stick to the plan. What's
Like,
that?
yeah, stay by plan.
Oh, what's that?
In the sense that a lot of people can have very high expectations about the podcast, but they have very low commitments. I'll give examples. Like, there are a lot of people who show up saying that like, oh, you guys are not doing this well, your video quality could be better, your audio quality could be better. Oh no, I have to move to them so that we all understand, so that people who are entering the field also understand. Like, a lot of people have opinions about what you are doing, which is great, but they are not helping in any way, in that they are not giving you advice on how to fix it. They are not supporting you like in real time how to fix it. It's just like, oh, it's not nice, but it's just not nice. So you've not really helped me by telling me it's just not nice. You've just kind of like disoriented me. So it's like, when people with people who come around with that kind of vibe come around, I shouldn't take whatever they say to heart, right? Yeah. Obviously, listen to whatever is important and see how to improve, but don't take it to heart and become depressed. Oh no, our video quality is not nice. We need to stop.
Basically, I mean, you can't be expecting. I don't even know. What's that guys? Jimmy Fallon and those guys.
Yeah.
You can't expect that quality from two Ghanaians who are pulling together resources, people who are helping like this. We're all just helping each other. We are not coming from like money.
Yeah.
Like, we're just making it work. So you can't come and tell me that, oh, this is how this person in America does it, so you should do it. I'm like, bro, will you give me the lights? Will you give me the camera?
Yeah.
Don't tell me that. So when people say those things, you just kind of have to. If it makes sense, obviously you apply it and you do it. But if it's with like out of your reach, just focus on what you're doing. Eventually, hopefully one day you
reach
there.
that point.
Yeah. So Charlie, that's what I'll say.
Yeah.
Every episode is so different because we have guests, and it's like, I don't know what you're going to take away from Nana McBrown. I don't know what you're going to take away from, do you know what I mean, from Bernard the Magician.
Me, I know.
So please say it. Because me, I don't know.
I think every time we do an episode, what I want people to take away is whoever we are speaking to is a normal person just like them. So most of the time, whenever I set questions...
I love the fake deep. Let's go.
No, it's not fake deep. That's why I was offended when Zuu told me that like he feels like our questions are always the same, or like it's nothing special. I try as much as possible. Nikita is the one who helps me with the questions. She sets the questions most of the time, but as much as possible. Why are you giving me a side look?
No, you're saying it like I've insulted Nikita's questions.
No, I'm just saying that like I'm not taking all the credits for the fact. Thank you for the fact that the questions are good.
Okay.
Like, it's not just me that said it. I said it with Nikita. But we try and ask questions that they otherwise will not be asked on a regular day, so that when they speak on these things, people find them more relatable.
Yeah, I'm not saying the questions are bad. I'm saying like...
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying don't digress. The question she asks is, what do we want people to take away? And I'm saying I just want them to take away the fact that Sarkodie is a normal person. Nana McBrown is a normal person. They've been through this struggle and they got to where they are. So I too can do that. And that's why sometimes the questions repeat, because I just want everybody to answer that question of how did the people around you take this journey? Because it's an unorthodox journey. How did they take it? Whatever.
Yeah, fair.
That's all. So this one, the idea your side, though.
I'm the equipment guy.
Of course.
Yeah, so when we want to start a podcast, did we decide here before we started always? I think so.
Yeah,
like, because
it's always been
from here. Yeah. So shout out to Senna Baita. He had some equipment, And yes, we just reached out to him. And he's like, yeah, we can make it happen. So we started with just audio. So like these same mics, we have a
What do you call
roadcaster.
What is it?
Like it records the
It's a sound recorder. Or
Yeah.
what would someone type if they're looking for it? Or they just write roadcaster?
roadcaster. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but like you plug the mics into it and it saves the audio, and then you can edit it later. That type of thing.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so that's how we started with audio. And
What do you use to edit our sound?
I use Adobe Audition.
Okay.
That's what I use.
Okay.
I'm an Adobe guy, fortunately or unfortunately, if depending on who's watching. But yeah, so and then so I edit the audio, and then we started doing Video. We started with there's a Panasonic camera in the studio here, so we started with that, and then I also had a camera, so we combined the two, and then I edited that as well.
Yeah.
So it was really just like friends and people who
Yeah.
believed in the dream were like coming together to support, like this person helping this person. Like we haven't gone to call. I don't even know who's like a video that
Steve Morrissey.
TG or Murray and
Yeah.
none of these guys. Like we are just like trying to like piece things together to make it work. So yeah, that's based on the equipment side. That's how it is here. So if you want to record a podcast, just reach out to us. We'll link you to the studio. It's not free, but it's affordable.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
For one, as for the electricity there, you pay. Because of the lights and everything.
Yeah.
So, but that's it.
So yeah, if you have any more questions, just leave them in the comments. We'll try and answer them later.
Yeah. I think, and one thing is, I think we don't have everything figured out. We are still learning
Oh yeah.
in the process.
We don't know anything. That's what I even say. I don't know anything.
Oh, Zuu knows a lot.
I don't know anything.
Zuu
I'm
knows
just
a lot.
like winging it right now. So you too can do that.
Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's why we do Stay by Plan. Yeah, we're hoping it becomes bigger and better.
Yeah. So give us money. All right. Love. Thank you. Bye.
Right.